Hello, and welcome to Into the WPI-ld, where today we will be exploring the not-so-diverse ecosystem that is the campus of Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and hopefully getting a glimpse into the lives of the various STEM majors that inhabit it. Oh look, there goes one now! This is one of the most common sightings on WPI campus, a mechanical engineering major.
Oh, and right behind them is an undeclared major. Another of the most common majors, the undeclared major is not actually a major. Instead, they just spend their time not knowing what they want to do with their lives.
In this habitat, we have an interactive media and game design major, known colloquially as IMGD. It appears we've caught the IMGD major during their studying time. While studying, one can hear ear-piercing screeches and loud banging to the IMGD major. Fuck! As can be seen here. Within the bounds of this room lies the math major, doing what they will for the rest of their lives, studying problems created by dead guys. This is the natural state of the math major, pained. As you can see, the math major has written out an entire proof to show that 1 is equal to 0. In several hours, it will realize that it missed a negative sign near the beginning. And here is a very similar scene. Now, one could easily believe that we're seeing another math major, but in actuality, this is a physics major. Physics and math majors can be easily mixed up upon first glance, but the telltale sign of a physics major is that they typically have more figures and diagrams. Now, this physics major will also realize that they missed a negative sign at the very beginning. And here we have a pack of business majors, also known as a glorified kindergarten of stock monkeys. They're working on their one homework problem, aside from watching Wolf of Wall Street again. They have been here for several hours, and there is no telling when they will finally get the answer. And here we have a chemical engineering major, doing, in all likelihood, what they do best. Making drugs.
I am not making drugs. Everyone always says that. Just because Breaking Bad exists does not mean that's all chemists do. We are the ones who develop new materials. Cut the camera! Cut the camera!
Well, here we'll witness an electrical and computer engineering major, also known as an ECE major, in action. Or not. And here we have all of the humanities and arts majors. Right, there are none. On the last stop of our expedition, we have here a horde of robotics majors. Robotics majors can typically be found in the robotics lab. They can typically be found in a state of extreme starvation, sleep deprivation, and dehydration. They can be found in this lab at all hours of the night, regardless of how late it is. For instance, it is currently 4:32 a.m. Now, one must be extremely careful when interacting with robotics majors, as even the slightest inconvenience can set them off in what we in the profession call a stampede. Run! Thank you for joining us on tonight's episode of In the WPI-ld. Join us next week when we explore the tribal nature of student comedy productions. I've been David Nottenborough. Thank you and good night.